Okay, namaste, great souls. Always great to have satsang together, connection to our emotional, mental, and spiritual selves. And we're going to just start right into it with a Jin Shin Jitsu practice. I've done this a while ago, and I like to do this when I remember to do this, whenever you can, but especially at the end of the night if you can't sleep. So basically, what we're going to do, we're going to start with one hand, and then at the very end of class, I'll do the other hand. They say, if you want to look this up, you can look under Jin Shin Jitsu, under acupressure finger holding technique. Okay. And as I sit back here, I just want to let you know we're going to wrap our thumb. These contain all the emotions. Worry, we're containing worry, we're soothing worry, we're letting it soften. Fear is the index finger, and you want to wrap with your thumb around it. So you're breathing, we'll do some breath work, containing fear. And I'm sorry, everybody knows this one. It's the anger, the middle. It's the middle finger, frustration, irritability. So containing the middle finger. The ring finger is sadness, depression. So containing that, holding that. And then the little finger is doing too much, scattered, overwhelm. But we could come back to our self-reliance, our self-respect, and our self-esteem. Because when we're doing way too much, I know a lot of people feel like they're then not good at any of it because they're scattered. So we can contain that energy and come back in balance. All right. And ideally, you want to hold it for 30 seconds to a minute. For our practice today, we're just going to do one breath cycle each. When we do the relaxation at the end, we'll do 2 breath cycles each. So never make your breath anxious about holding or whatnot. Feel if my pace doesn't work for you, of course, find a pace that works for you, because we want calming, not stress over this. So I'm going to suggest an inhale to 4, a hold 4, and an exhale to 6, and you can exhale through the nose or the mouth. That's up to you. If that doesn't work at all, you just find your pace with it as I'm counting. Okay? All right, we'll get started. I'll sit back here. It's great to bring into your toolbox. And you could be talking to somebody, and just, a lot of times we're like this. We can just be holding one of these containing fingers of that energy. Okay. So sitting comfortably. And let's just rotate the shoulders, fingertips on top of the shoulders and circle around a few times in each direction. Thank you, body, for showing up today. Give our spirit, our mental, emotional health. And we're just going to soften the shoulders, lengthen through the crown, root through the sit bones. And again, the Jin Shin Jitsu. We'll start with wrapping the thumb. We're containing worry, so however that's comfortable to you. First, just exhale through the mouth. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contain fear, index finger. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contain anger, middle finger, irritability. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ring finger contains sadness, depression. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ring finger, feeling overwhelmed, doing too much, come back to self-reliant respect. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just let the breath appear however it's appearing. Adding mudra, index thumb touching, individual self being held by the higher self. Yeah, we're just getting a taste of that now in your own practice. You may want to do several rounds of counting at each finger. If something's dominant coming up for you, like worry, we'll hold on to the thumb longer. Okay, notice what you're bringing for your intention to the class today, and feeling how you're feeling now in your body. And we'll begin our flow practice, vinyasa practice, drawing the knees up. Oh yes, and if you want to use weights and blocks and have your props by your side, bringing that in, it's always optional. So we're going to eventually come onto our back, gradually come into the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the heart, shoulders down. Reach the right leg out. Try not to round back too much. Keep lifting through the heart. Palms face forward. Flex back with the toes pointing and then towards you, and then exhale, point away. Flex toward, inhale. Exhale, point away. Just do flex towards you. Exhale, point away. Plant that foot down, lift up, and then ripple down. Before we go to the other side, you'll feel this flow. Ripple down, ripple down, ripple down. Hug those knees in to the shoulders. Circle around. You want to lengthen that audible exhale sound. That definitely helps stress release. And then extending the legs out. Reaching the arms up. Stretch, 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 stretch. We're going to do an opposite series here. So heart wide to start. It's the opposite hand. So bring the left arm down, the right arm up. We're going to exhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, the head can lift off. So the shoulder blades just touch. Inhale back. We'll do 4 of these. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Audibly. Inhale. And then exhale. And inhale. Now this next one, as you come up, what we want to do is do a revolve twist. So you can either bend the knee if it's too much to keep the leg straight, or keep the leg straight. You can use a strap here. Left arm out to the side, cross over in our twist. Pulse back and forth with the shoulder, left shoulder touching, and then coming off the ground, and then stabilize. I'm going to just angle a little bit. Maybe you can see better. Okay. And we do our sweeping of the left arm overhead and affirming. Divine life is within me and all around me. Divine life is within me and all around me, or any affirmation that is speaking to you in this moment. Great. Soften your left knee. kind of hug to the side and come up. We're going to keep flowing. I'm going to use a blanket for the knee. The right knee is down on the ground. The left leg is out to the side. You can use a block for your right palm or not. We're going to lift that left arm up. We're going to lift the left leg up. We're going to make small circles with, it's with the entire hip is circling, the origins coming from the hip, but you might feel it, cue it in the foot. 3 times, 4 times in the opposite direction. Okay. And then we come down with that left hand, left knee. You do a few cat inhale, exhale, rounded cow, cat-cow stretches. Yeah, meditating on the sound of the breath and the movement. Okay, I'm going to grab my weight. Again, this is optional for our bird dog series. You could do it with or without the weight. I'll demonstrate. So, still with the opposites, the left leg goes back and then we lift up. Without the weight, it would be the right arm extended. With the weight, you're reaching with your weight out. I would say 2 to 3 to 5 pounds here. And then exhale, folding in. Inhale, stretching out. Yeah, about 4 of these. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, extend out. 2 more. Rest whenever you need to. I have a 5-pound weight here. I can really feel the strengthening there of the muscles and bones. And then lower down. Turn the back toes under. Stretch through that hamstring, calf. All right. Yay, body. Thank you, body. And then let's take it into down dog. So bring your knees lined up. Hover the knees off the ground. And take your time to pour yourself back into downward facing dog. Tread it out. And it's like we're doing that wrap container. Just feel the affirmation now. Calmness radiates through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. So we're affirming it. We're practicing ways to calm the nervous system and also energize it, but in a way that isn't restless or scattered. That calm energy radiating through. And let's go ahead and touch down the knees. Scoop it out one time, look up. Exhale, round. And then skillfully we'll go into the other side. So gradually I'm going to move my knees forward and sit on the sit bones. Lifting the heart, shoulders down. Left leg extends up. You could reach behind the thighs or more challenging, the hands out to the side. So flex back with the toes and then point the toes. And then find your breath pattern. Flex back. I'm exhaling as I point. Flex back. And point. Looks simple, right? But I can really feel that. Bend the knees. Lift the heart. And then we're going to ripple down. Have your weight by your side. Ripple down. Release the back. Bend the knees, circle, still with the inner borders of the feet together, knees apart. Okay, and then stretch the arms overhead. I'm gonna take my blanket out. Do what feels good to you. Stretching, stretching, stretching. And then we're going to do, of course, the opposite side. So bring your right arm down. And your left arm to the right leg when you're ready. You don't have to lift your head off the floor, but if you do, you come to the edge of the shoulders for the curl up. Exhale. Inhale back. We know left and right brain gym. Open our minds. Exhale. Clear. Unnecessary worry. Unnecessary fear. See if that's 4 times or 3 times for you. This next one, the leg is going to lift up, arms out to the side, and you can use a strap here if you want, or the knee bend to extend that right leg across the body and just pulse back and forth. I'm pressing through my left elbow to let that right shoulder touch down, hydrating, rocking, soothing, expanding and opening. When you're ready, the left toes point up to contain the core, and we sweep our right arm up and over and affirm divine life is within me and all around me. Divine life is within me and all around me. Sense and feel how maybe that's bringing an inner smile or an outer smile to you. Remembering that. And then we bend our knees and we fold into a fetal pose to the side. And we come up so that we're on our opposite knee. That would be the left knee. Now I'm all turned around here. Hopefully this is working. Okay, left knee underneath the hip, left arm down, right leg extends, right arm extends. Now you could stay here or you can make small circles. 3 or 4 times in one direction, and remember that's from the hip. And 3 or 4 times in the other. Excellent. And we lower down, we bring the arm down, we bring our, you're not already having your blanket there. We're going to do our opposite. So the right leg extends and lifts off. The left arm extends without the weight. It looks like this. We fold in, left elbow to right knee, and come out with the weight. We fold in and extend out. Try to do 4 of these. See how that weight feels. It's harder on this side. One side will be easier than the other. Extend. And one more. And we're going to release. Turn the right toes under and just press through and open the hamstring. Very good. Excellent. And now we'll go ahead and bend the knee. Come back to our cat. Scoop it out. Get ready for a full body stretch, downward facing dog. Hover off the knees. Press into the base of the fingers. Stable or fluid or combo. Feel that blood flow to the brain. Calmness, peace radiate through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. If you want to, extend out and plank, and just for a moment. And then back to down dog. Back to plank again. And turn around. Come onto one forearm, then the other. And see if we cannot collapse the head. And step one foot out to the side. And then back. And then the other. And back. And then the tops of the knees down into your Sphinx on our bellies. So already we've done side stretches, forward and back movements. We're massaging the shoulders gently here, but we're going to take it into a deeper hydration. If it's helpful when we do our locust series, Salambhasana series, I'll cue us with, like, for example, the letter T or the W or the Y. That's helpful to you. So just take a moment, stack one hand on top of the other, rest at the spiritual eye. Let the breath start from the belly, touch at the spiritual eye, return to the belly, but keep a gentle focus at the spiritual eye the entire time. It will uplift our consciousness. Okay, opening our wings of joy. So, arms out in the T. We're going to lift up, inhale, recharge the spine if possible. Reach the arms out to the side. And then on your exhale, we ease halfway down or 3/4 of the way down, but then we pulse back up again. Expanding our wings of joy. Then we take it into the W and just feel what that's like with the elbows bent compared to the arms straight. Inhale, pulse up. Exhale, ease. Inhale, pulse. Exhale, ease. You take rest, the other hand on top. Focus gently at the spiritual eye. Up in the shoulders, and then we go into the Y, okay? And we're going to do opposites on the Y, all right? Inhale, right arm, left leg up. Exhale, soften. Inhale, pulse up, expanding the wings of joy capacity. Ease. We're always playing with effort and ease. One more time. Pulse. And touch down. A left arm, right leg. When you're ready, inhale, pulse it up. And ease. Not all the way down. Left leg still strong. Inhale, pulse up. And ease. And one more. Left arm, right leg. Expanding our wings of joy and our capacity for joy. Keep opening to it. And then just relax into it as well. Soften into joy as well. Okay. Now we're ready to rise up into our full Cobra Bhujangasana. We're warmed up enough. Legs are strong. Remember, imagine that block between the inner thighs, protecting your low back. Arms by our side. You decide how far you want to take your Cobra today. Inhale. Partial. or half or full. Off of the knees, shoulders down, stick out the tongue, eye gaze up. Do that a couple more times. Open to greet this day as we come back with the knees underneath the hips, round the opposite, the rounded spine. And neutral spine. Let's take it back into our down dog, our full body stretch. Your pace, your timing. Calmness radiate through every cell of my body. I'm going to bend the knees, every fiber of my being. You want that deeper plank, ripple, feel free. And stepping one foot then the other, then one hand then the other, however it works for you. Resting at the 4 points of the feet equally. As we relax and cast aside unnecessary mental burdens so we can feel that love, joy, and peace more clearly without any blockages. And bending the knees, I should bring both weights over that we can use our chair pose with both weights or one weight or no weight. So we are using the weights. We're going to bend the knees and just come up and then come back. Come up and come back. 2 more if you can. Feel the grounding of the feet. And of course, the strengthening of the muscles and bones. And then we come up, reaching up, stretching the arms up, and then feeling the space all around you. I'm going to put the weights to the side. Okay, let's just root down in our mountain. Take this, lengthen up through our crown. So root down into the earth, mountain pose. I'm going to go into mudra, but if you're, see what you'd like to contain, one of the fingers or classic mudra. Really important to take moments of as we expand and open the energy to come into feeling it, just attuning to what's happening. So opening to the light, and I was saying how joyful I am that in Northern California here, the sun is coming out. It's been, of course, we need the rain, but it's really nice to feel the sun. And tomorrow is full moon. So got the sun, we got the full moon. In fact, let's honor that full moon with our half moon. So half moon is full moon. Okay. We're going to inhale, sweep up. Clasp our left wrist, tailbone down, arc over to the side. Don't have to draw too far in or too far back. And affirm strength and courage. Fill my body cells. Strength and courage. Fill my body cells. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center. Here's that W shape again. So that W with the arms expanding the heart. Check the toes. And inhale, clasping your right wrist. Tailbone down. Arcing over, really let the right ribs ventilate. Strength and courage, fill my body cells. You could say it quieter or maybe loudly. Silently, strength and courage, fill my body cells. Okay. And feel the energy of the half moon now coming into appreciation of perhaps the full moon. And bringing the hands to the heart, eagle heart mudra, yielding into the earth, opening to that light, opening to the light of the sun, the light of the moon, lighting up each soul. And you can visualize any soul you'd like to bring to your practice today on the mat with you, wishing them care or whatever you're desiring for their being, for their health, for their wellness. Okay. So from here, I'm going to take a sip of water. This is a good time to do that. Hydrate as we come into another vinyasa flow. Okay. So what I'd like to do as a balanced pose is just to root down through the left foot and bring up the right knee. So we're already in balance pose. And then we could take it into tree, Vrikasana. And then maybe the arms want to reach up like the branches. It's okay if you're wobbling, you will wobble. Trees sway, but they find their center. We're affirming that calm center within. And then we bring our hands to the heart, draw that right knee in, bend the left knee in, and step back. And we're going to do a triangle, straight leg, and revolve triangle series. So have your block by your side. Have your weight, if you want to use it for triangle with that arm up. We are facing the left toes out. Expanding fluidity, flow across the heart, throughout the arms. Of course, we know we love from our heart and through our arms and hands as we reach over, taking our time. I'm going to bend that knee to get my block and then reach the weight up. If you choose to use the weight, just make sure the head and tail is connected in alignment. And affirm energy and joy fill my body cells. Energy and joy fill my body cells. Maybe bringing the arm into Utthita. Now this could be too much with the weight. So if it is, just drop it down depending on how much that is. Circle around. Energy and joy fill my body cells. Okay, soften the knee, the left knee. Dance our warrior to come up, our Virabhadrasana 2. And track that knee over the second toe. Come into classic warrior first. Pulse it down. I joyfully manifest the power of the divine. And here's our dancing our warrior. You can wrap that arm around. You can go deeper. And then when it's time, we twist. I'm gonna bend both knees, find our alignment for the back right toes to face more forward than not. Walk our left foot out wider. Have the block just for setup here. Tailbone draws down. Here's a revolved twisted triangle. Right arm comes up. And then we extend the spine. Ooh, the right palm touches, it doesn't collapse, hey Tigger. And then the right corner of the abdomen toward the left as we revolve and twist. I'm gonna lower my block a little bit. See where you could refine your alignment, shoulder stacking, legs strong. So no matter how much the revolves and twists happen, and they do, we know that in our life, revolving and twisting and life outside the mat, we must stay connected to our divine self, our higher self, our beingness, whatever you call that. No matter the challenges, and then slowly come down, resting now the right toes, if they turned out a little bit more, facing forward into our pyramid, bowing to the wisdom of our hearts. Left hip back, right hip forward, letting it lead the way. Each moment of every day. Love surround you, may peace surround you, may joy surround you every day and every night. Soften the knee. Okay, we're going to come forward and toes are facing in, hands, wrists, fingertips forward, wrists down. See if we can come into a forward fold here. Take your time. Hands reach behind and lengthen up. Soften the knees to come up. Ooh. And open wide. Star pose. And we're going to do the whole flow to the other side, but let's take an inventory here. Let's just tune in. Back to our mountain, yielding into the earth, lengthening up through the crown, Adi Mudra. Feel the effect of not only when we're in the postures, but when we're allowing ourselves to just digest the postures and the mountain pose. Okay, of course, we'll go to the other side, starting at the front of our mat. Rooting down through that right foot, looking at a point in front of you, drawing the left knee up. This could be your balance today, no problem. If you want to take it into tree, now I forgot to say, you can let the toes touch down in tree. The foot at the calf. I went right to the thigh last time, but you see what works for you. Bring the hands like the branches. They could be centered in the heart or they can rise up. Keep that calm focus and concentration. Yogananda says the meditation is the art of concentrating on an aspect of the divine, of God, the art of concentration on an object of the divine itself. And then slowly come down, draw the knee in, both knees bend, and we giant step it back. So for me, I would be facing your back. So I'm going to go to the side. Bring my props over. And right toes out, left foot in. Opening up into Trikonasana. And reaching over. Letting that hand slide down. Again, if you want more intensity, strengthening of the bones. And you bring the weight into your left hand, your right hand on the block perhaps, not collapsing on it, but opening. Opening to energy and joy. Fill my body cells. Head to tail connected. Energy and joy. Fill my body cells. If you can, take it into Utthita. I'm going to let the block go and circle around. Hydrating the shoulder, hydrating the hips. When it's time, you'll know to come out by bending the knee. Taking it into our Virabhadrasana 2, our warrior 2. Tracking that knee over the second toe. Arms open up. You can have the weight, so you can. I attune my will. Source of all power. That's our Virabhadrasana 1 affirmation. We can use that, or we can use a classic for Virabhadrasana 2. I joyfully manifest the power of the divine. You'll notice a lot of these affirmations, the Ananda affirmations, are about attuning our will to the source of all power. That's what we're doing. Deepening perhaps in the root and the hips and the legs, and then coming up into our revolve triangle. So we need to move that back foot in, facing the same direction as the front foot. Walking that right foot out to the side. Right hip back, left hip forward, tailbone down as much as possible. Left arm up as we come forward. I'm going to use a block. Left corner of the abdomen to the right. Deep, deep, deep twist here. Twisting, revolving our triangle. Head to tail connected. Open to the life force within you and all around you. Try to be your 3 to 5 breaths. Noticing the subtle energies in the body and the subtle energy around you, or the profound energy around you. As you come down, I'm going to soften that knee. Rest in our pyramid pose. So we're bowing to the wisdom of the heart, tucking the chin to the hollow of the throat. Perhaps sending prayer of care to others, prayers of care to others. Filled, and may they be filled with love, peace, healing, every day, every night. Surrounded by the light, bending the knee and coming forward. We're coming forward again with the toes turning in, but this time we're extending the arms out in front of us. Elongated spine. Okay, walking your hands back. And we're going to heel Bring the heels in into a goddess squat. Again, optional to use your weights or weight. I'm going to just use one weight here. And I'm going to come up with the weight above the head and then squat down and come up a little bit. So if you weren't using the weights, it would be like that. Breathing in, breathing out. 3 to 5 of these. Should feel pretty good. Strengthening. I'm hoping for you. And then we give ourselves the treat of a twist. Hands above the knees, looking over the right shoulder, extending the left elbow. Oh, there's so many ways to twist. Just did a big one. And a revolved triangle. Standing, looking over the left shoulder, extending the right arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay. And then back to center. Back to mountain. So stepping the feet in, maybe shaking it out a little bit first. And so feeling the roots drawing down, 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 and the energy rising back up, 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 beyond the crown to the sky. Coming back again and again. The divine connection and releasing fears, doubts, worries, sadness, overdoing. There's lots of ways to do that with the container, with the postures, with the affirmations. Okay, we're going to have a block and our weights by us for, we're going to come down and we're going to come down into a malasana, if you can, into a squat first, and then do some bridge work, which is great for our core, our cheeks, our glutes, and our hamstrings. And so if you could come down, I did that pretty quickly, but you go at your pace here. Malasana. And we're gonna sit down onto the sit bones. Arrange your space. Oh, why not? While we're here, we're in butterfly, right? So feel the butterfly here with, we might do this on a block, we might not. With our feet, we're going to circle around. Again, how can we flow? Literally flow. And lengthen. Okay. So we know, but always good to remind us, the edge of the blanket is going to be at the shoulders for the bridge series. We're going to ripple down. I'm going to have my weights by my side. So whenever we use a block for the bridge, it's going to intensify. You'll feel it. It's going to intensify, like I said, that hamstring and cheek and glute and core. So the foot is all the way on the block. And we're going to come up into bridge. So we're going to ripple up into bridge. And then what we're going to do next, so we're going to see if this left knee wants to hinge forward toward us and then down. We're going to do this 3 more times, 4 times total. So left knee up, kick towards you, and then down. We use the power of the breath here. I feel that squeezing action more, much more on that right side. for stability. A more challenging variation is to kick the leg out, up, and knee to knee and down. But I just wanted to show you the one kickback one first, okay? Every thought is a bridge back to my essential self, my true self, as we ripple down. And breathe, hands on the belly. Feel the effect of the one leg bridge, the one sometimes called one leg bridge, block bridge. Okay, now of course, you're going to take the block over to the other foot. Sure, that's positioned properly. I didn't want to add too much the first time. If you choose to use your weights, you can do the same thing with the shoulders are on the ground, the weights are extended. Okay, so we come up into our bridge. If you feel like you're losing your balance, you could bring your elbows down. So we flex back and then we lower. Flex back and we lower, trying to keep the hips stable. Four times. More intense. Every thought is a bridge back, no matter how intense, how much we add on, staying connected to our true self. And then we ripple down. Okay, this is where I said the block with the butterfly. So we turn the block wide, we let the feet rest, or no block, you just let the feet rest on the ground. Full yogic breath, take that in. Next inhale, connection deeply to belly, heart, spiritual eye, crown, and crown, heart, belly, feet. Now this next one, the knees come up, so we're not as wide in our bridge. Think of reaching the large toe and the heel, the inside of the heel together, okay? And again, always optional with the weights. See if you can do butterfly bridge, meaning our hips are going to come up, not as wide with the knees, and we're going to pulse up. If you don't have the weights, no problem. We're just bringing the arms out wide. So 4 of these. Think of those inner thighs drawing toward one another. This is activating the muscle groups even more. You feel them strengthening. And the bones as well. So we can add on with awareness. That's 4 times for you. Bend the elbows and let the spine ease down as those inner thighs start to draw in. Let the weights release. Move the block out to the side. And I'm going to fold the knees in. You see if that works for you. And just feel the effect of adding the weights and adding the block. It might be too much, so we might want to just do the regular variations. And just to remind us what that is, regular bridge. I know we know it, but we're going to have both feet on the ground. Large toes turn in. And we're going to lift the hips and rock onto the backs of the shoulders. Maybe interlock. Keep those inner thighs drawing toward one another.
And then see what happens if we want to release that particular interlock underneath us to above us and softly make a circle, like with the size of a dinner plate, a few times in each direction. And then elbows touch down and we ripple down. We have so much experience at the bridge. If your low back's really feeling it, you want to maybe walk the feet out wide to the outer corners of the mat, the inner knees touch. If your low back's okay, we could go back to butterfly. Just luxuriating in the sound, the rhythm, the fullness of the breath. Now, of course, we just did a lot of leg, cheek, core strengthening. Slowly start to draw the knees in. We want to add that back bend in fish pose. So we're going to bring the right form, bend the right knee, bring the right forearm underneath you, then the left. Press through the forearms, arc the spine, come lightly onto the back of the head, point the toes, and affirm, my soul floats on waves of cosmic light. My soul floats on waves of cosmic light. Press through the forearms, just enough to ease the back of the head and neck down. Then the opposite knee to unfurl the hands. And real simple windshield wiper with the knees to one side, head to the opposite. The body knows probably we're getting ready for Shavasana here soon. So just windshield wiper to the other side. Bring both knees up. Let's shake it out with the legs at a 90-degree and then keep the shoulders down, but shake the arms out. You know, shaking is very healing, rocking. We're shaking the unnecessary stuff out. Getting that inversion. And really sensing and feeling if there's one last pose you would like to do, iron the back out, side to side. Maybe that's shoulders down, maybe you want to do legs up the wall or Shavasana or part of Shavasana. I'm going to do that circle again with the knees wide and then coming together, coming apart. We're rocking on your side, getting set up as cozy as possible for our deep restoration, relaxation. If you are wanting more of a, you feel like it's been a hard week and just a lot of challenges and emotional stuff going on with friends, family, it's sometimes nice to really get into a restorative with the back of the heart. You see the L shape. The back of the heart's going to go on the lower block, the top of the head. And that's just a wonderful way to do a restorative pose here. Be careful as you go into it. And you can have, of course, a blanket to support you there or over you. Legs could be extended or in butterfly, you can switch, or any of the many other restorative poses. That's just a thought for today. as we get set up. And we're gonna do the containing. So remember what hand you started containing. I started with my left, so I'm gonna guide us, but just do your opposite. You'll probably know as we get into it. I'm gonna do a gentle body scan to start like we usually do. And then we'll do the Jin Chin Jitsu of containing of the emotions. Okay. Ah. Oh, right, yogi and yoginis getting comfortable, getting cozy. Sure. Settling in. If it's helpful to take that double breath, short, long, and tense the body, go ahead and do that. Inhale. Vibrate with energy, tense, 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 tense. And then short, long exhale. Letting go. And of course, if you're in that block position I described, you're gonna stay there. You're not gonna move your head to the side if you're on the ground and there's ease. You could just let your head ease from side to side. Begin that melting, softening. A lot of active movement. Now we're just going to luxuriate in relative stillness. So it's what's called top down, starting from the crown, thus letting the scalp relax. If you want to massage your scalp and you're in a position to do so, that could be very, very healing, nourishing. So many ways to nourish ourselves, themselves. Softening through the forehead and letting the left and right eyelids get heavy. Letting the right and left jaw relax. If that means exaggerating a yawn, go ahead and do so. Feel the cool air coming in through both nostrils. Maybe feel light or coolness at the spiritual eye. Sun, perhaps. And warm cooked air coming out of the nostrils when that flow happens for you. Maybe place the tip of the tongue behind the roof of the mouth, the two front teeth. Feel how it opens the throat chakra. Softening the shoulders away from the ears, left and right. Opening the heart. Front, back, sides of the heart. Deep belly breathing. And we'll go into our containment, Jin Chin Jitsu. Wrapping the opposite thumb, which is containing the worry. And we're going to inhale 2 rounds, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contain the index finger, containing fear. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contain anger, irritation, middle finger. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Containing sadness, the ring finger. When you're ready, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you're ready, the little finger. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just let the breath appear however it's appearing. That little finger was doing too much, scattered, and we come back to building our self-reliance and self-esteem, doing what we can, how we can. Deep belly breathing. Notice where the hands want to be now. Maybe over the belly, maybe over the heart, maybe both. Letting your back body melt into the earth even more grounded and supported. Feeling that. Cheeks, legs, thighs, knees, calves, left and right, ankles, soles of the feet, digits of the toes, heels, entire body, nourished. An invitation to return to wholeness, return to the joy kosha. Already free, already aware. The awareness is here. It means simply tune into it. Compassionately witnessing and observing our lives from the second branch, not the primary branch, which we're used to. you and others. Know peace. May you be surrounded with joy, love, every day and every night. And if it's time to return to movement, do so gradually, or if you'd like to stay in interiorization, you're certainly welcome to do that. Feeling the effect of the Hatha yoga practice and the container of the Jin Shin Jitsu practice. We have 5 minutes. We can do the holds and the breath work. And then either lying down or seated, we're going to visualize those. We would like to send healing energy to. Again, it could be usually what comes up for most people, family, close inner circle, but it can expand to others and the world. But you visualize them at the spiritual eye, maybe generating some heat in the hands, letting the 3-syllable Om sound just come from the heart. When you're ready, inhaling. And bring the hands into Namaste, acknowledging that divine light and life within you, recognizing that divine light and life within everyone and everything. And that's where we are one. As we bow to the wisdom of our heart, letting it lead the way, and having a wonderful day and week. And so appreciate everybody showing up. I'm going to end the recording now.